Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Earlier this week, we talked about the Puget Sound area, but I'm gonna get more specific and deep dive into the real estate market in South Bellevue, Washington. I'm gonna provide a snapshot of key trends that we had for May 2023. And I know that summer's fully underway, but these reports come out once per month and they give a bird's eye view of what happened in the market. It's a bit lagging, about a month behind. I wanted to separate this video on South Bellevue specifically because there are so many different types of spots within the city that actually have different feels. And I wanted to separate and make different videos for each. And what I mean is that South Bellevue is known for its, tranquility, its suburban feel, contrasting to the bustling downtown of Bellevue, whereas in downtown Bellevue, you get high-rise condos, luxury apartments, office towers, and shopping. South Bellevue is actually set up against a backdrop of sprawling forests, rolling hills, many parks and trails, and it's not too far from the city. The 5 main communities within South Bellevue are Newport, Somerset, Factoria, Eastgate, and Cougar Mountain. And if you're not familiar with the Seattle Metro, if you're looking to move here and you don't know about all these different little communities, well, it's just something different that you're gonna have to learn and adapt to. Something unique about the Seattle Metro that I can think of in personal experience is that within each city, you also have a further breaking down between neighborhoods. So locals know very distinctly about the different neighborhoods. For instance, I live in Renton, Washington, just south of Bellevue. And when I first moved here 3 years ago with my fiance, people would always ask me, well, where do you live? And I would say, I live in Renton. They would continue to push and prod and say, but where exactly in Renton do you live? I would think, what? I thought that was a good enough description that I live in Renton, but there's Renton Hill, there's like the Landing, there's different communities. So people are very attuned to those communities. So within each of these communities that I just discussed, the 5, turn on the terrain view of your Google Maps and you'll quickly actually see how they're shaped. And I love to do this when exploring a new area. Newport, for instance, has a variety of homes from single family residences to modern townhomes. And I-405 actually cuts right along the shores of Newport, combined with the ability to be within the excellent Bellevue School District. This makes Newport a favorite spot among commuters. Secondly, Factoria. And Factoria conversely serves as more of a commercial hotspot within South Bellevue. It's known for its shopping district, including the marketplace at Factoria and urban style living options. It caters to those seeking, city conveniences within that suburban realm, seriously, of Bellevue. Thirdly, Eastgate, located further east, is prized for its great location near I-90, another main artery into the city, providing excellent connectivity for commuters. It presents a mix of residential options and it's popular for those desiring city-like conveniences blended with the calm of the suburban setting. And Cougar Mountain actually is on the periphery of South Bellevue. It's characterized by its just amazing beauty and multitude of outdoor recreational activities. There's a lot of hiking on Cougar Mountain. It's peaceful, panoramic views, and it has immediate access to hiking trails. There's a ton of wildlife present, and it's a really unique living experience. There are many great opportunities to purchase raw land or buildable land in Cougar Mountain still, which has made it a favorite spot for some buyers over the years that, have wanted to build their own home or investors looking for new land to build on, because I know it's so scarce in the Seattle metro area. Being this close to the main city, having an abundance of land is actually to die for opportunity. And Cougar Mountain is an extremely desirable spot for all these reasons. And lastly, doubling back between Newport and Cougar Mountain is Somerset, another cherished neighborhood in Bellevue. Known for its hillside homes with stunning views of Seattle, Lake Washington, and the Olympic Mountains, Somerset provides a perfect blend of suburban calm with awe-inspiring vistas, making it highly desirable among home buyers. So this is the part of the video where I break down into the data a little bit for you, and I tell you what's actually been changing in the past few months in the area. Within our May 2023 snapshot, we get to glimpse into the numbers and the key trends and the year-over-year comparison. In the residential market, 51 new listings emerged in May in South Bellevue. 35 homes entered pending sale status and 30 homes were sold. The median sales price for residential homes was $1,654,000. As for the condo market, we saw 6 new listings, 7 condos entered into pending sales, and 10 condos were actually sold, with a median sales price of $525,000. Okay, so how does this compare to May 2022, you ask? For residential homes, there's a noticeable 30% decrease in new listings compared to last year, with pending and closed sales also down by 18% and 25% respectively. One significant shift is the increase in the average days on market, up by a massive 220%, meaning that homes are taking longer to sell than they were last year. Price trends have also changed, with the median sales price down 25% essentially from last year, and the average sales price decreasing by just over 20%. In terms of what sellers are receiving for the properties, there's also been a drop of 8.3% in the percent of list price received. Note that last year, it was actually 111% over list on average that homes got if they went on the market. Meaning that if a home went on the market for $1 million, it would actually sell for $1.1 million. It's absolutely like insane to me to think about it now, but yes, that was how crazy the market was just a year ago. Things have calmed down, but sellers are still on average receiving 102% of what they list the property for. With a 38% decrease in inventory and 16% decrease in the month's supply of inventory, the residential market in Bellevue is leaning more towards buyers, but it's still pretty heavily weighted in sellers' territory. In the condo market, the trend of fewer listing continues with a drastic 65% drop. There's not a lot of condos here. There's also been a 50% decrease in pending sales, but surprisingly, a 25% increase in closing sales compared to May of last year. Condos are staying on the market significantly longer, up from 360%. My initial gut check when I am out with clients, it's still pretty slim pickings. If you're a buyer looking diligently, opportunities for new properties are still arriving relatively quickly. I'm still on the MLS every day checking. With property sales and inventory still hovering around that 2-week mark, there's quite a lot of inventory still. But I say to my buyers, there may only be these 5 options that fit your criteria right now, but if you're okay with it, let's wait it out. I'll watch the market like a hawk, and we'll find the one that's gonna be a perfect fit for you because new things are popping up all the time. So all in all, what's going on here? The Bellevue real estate market is showing a slowdown, of course, with properties staying longer in the market and selling at lower prices. This can be, faulted by the raise in interest rates. Residential properties are experiencing a tighter inventory, favoring buyers, while the condo market remains a little bit more balanced than the residential. I'll say now, every market aficionado's favorite term, macroeconomic trends. Yes, it's true. The real estate market was most likely overstimulated by rock bottom interest rates of 2020 in response to the pandemic. And yes, it is true that now markets nationwide are absolutely reeling and groaning at the monstrously record fast pace that the Federal Reserve has been increasing those said rates. Now that mortgage rates are 7%, there are still buyers and there are still sellers out there. But a lot of that frothiness in the market is gone. Despite the trends we've observed, Bellevue remains an extremely desirable area for homebuyers and investors. It's still not uncommon to see bidding wars forming, particularly for properties that are well maintained and strategically located. The market, if there's something good comes up, it really gets snapped up. The market dynamics in Bellevue are resilient. They're fueled by the wonderful neighborhoods here, the excellent schools, and the natural beauty that surrounds us in this area. Bellevue is a remarkably wealthy city, with a median family income of $140,000. The city allocates its funds wisely. Take one look around and you can sense that the city was planned well, with nature, cleanliness, and elegance at its forefront. Bellevue's foundational guidance goes through its comprehensive plan, which can actually be found online for someone that would be interested in that, and I'll include that link down below. The maps, goals, and policies of this plan provide the basis for Bellevue's regulations, programs, and services. it's pretty interesting research if you're feeling wild next Friday night. So in addition to a bit more recent news, the City Council has also taken actions to support the construction of more housing, especially including more affordable housing. I find it very interesting to see what the City Council is doing and actually what kind of actions they're taking. It's a good representation of what's going on in the city. If you want to know what's going on in the city quickly, just go to the next City Council meeting. To wrap up on the macroeconomic trends discussion, I want to reiterate that it is hard to predict the immediate future of where interest rates will go. But what's undeniable and what you can control is that Bellevue's continuous expansion and desirability remains solvent. The city is a hub for major companies such as Microsoft, T-Mobile, and Amazon, which maintain large offices in and directly around Bellevue, which drives job growth and creates a steady demand for housing. So whether you're a buyer trying to land your dream home or you're a seller looking to take advantage of the strong market here, Bellevue's real estate market remains robust and full of potential, I would say. As always, it's crucial that you work with a real estate agent that is in the thick of things, that is working in the city every single day and studying what's going on. So when you're ready to make your move to Bellevue, Washington, I really want to be your guy. I really want to help you make that move. So if you're planning on selling sometime soon, but think your house may need some work first, I actually have a program in my office where we'll go in and we'll conduct repairs, anything from minor to major, and you actually pay for those repairs at closing. So you don't have to come up out of pocket for a new roof, for instance. I'm here to simplify the repair to sell process. And my sellers, I want to make them, I want to ensure that they get those dollars that are generated from the repairs so they can get top dollar for their home. Okay, folks, thanks for joining us for this market update. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights and updates on the Bellevue real estate market. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.